We are live.
All right.
Welcome to the show, guys. SimpleChew. I'm your host, Hank. And we have today...
Juan Martinez.
Let me tell you something, man. I need to double check everything, even though I already clicked the record button. Because last time, the past two podcasts I did, I forgot to hit record. So we've been talking for like 15 minutes, and I'd be like, oh, shit. My bad, guys. I didn't hit record. In my last podcast, one of the cameras stopped working. I didn't notice. So, like, 30 minutes of video was lost. So I didn't even put the audio in.
That sucks.
So if you see me looking at the cameras, because I just try and make sure that...
Make sure it's on.
Yeah, they're good, because we had so much good stories and shit. We talking, like, we so deep into it, and then, like, oh, it didn't record. It just sucks.
Yeah.
But...
All right. I think red light's on, so I think we're good.
Yeah, we good, too. We good. I'll check them here, too, so the numbers are running. So what's up?
Not much, man.
Dude, I just brought you here because you're the guy who travels the most of everyone that I know. And it's just insane how much time you have. How that works?
I mean, honestly, I gotta give it to my job.
Yeah.
That actually gives me the freedom to do what I can. I mean, granted, it's not the best job, but you know what? As long as I can find people to cover my shift.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much, I'll be all set after that.
Mm.
Cover my shift, have my vacation time, and I try to keep my vacation time most of the time. So even when I have the vacation all set, I still end up finding people to cover that shift, and that way I still keep vacation time for maybe some other time when I need to do some other vacation. I just can't find people,
right,
or whatever it might be. So it's a big like help that I could just give away my shift and I'm all set.
Yeah, you're one of the lucky ones, man. They can do that.
I know.
Usually, like, entrepreneurs do it. Like, I just can work from home. I can work from anywhere.
Yeah.
So then I'm not stuck at home by you. You're, like, blessed that you can do whatever. Like, somebody can cover you. It doesn't matter if you get paid or not, as long as you get the time.
Right.
I think the time is the most important.
Right. I mean, yeah. And I do have bills. Like.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, of course.
People tell me, like, what, do you not have bills when you give away your shift?
Right.
Get paid?
Yeah.
No, I have bills. I just kind of manage them.
I think you have priorities of...
Yeah. I say, the priority for me has recently been, like, traveling.
Right.
Traveling to see the world.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
And where you been, now that we're talking about traveling? You've been everywhere.
Nah. The goal is to go everywhere. But nah, I haven't been everywhere.
How many countries so far?
So far, if I include the U.S.,
Yeah.
22.
Woo. Damn.
Which is still a scratch on the surface.
Nah, that's... And you're young. It's not like, people travel like when they retire. That's when usually people like, okay, I'm just going to focus on retirement. Young kids, I mean, we focusing on like dumb shit.
Yeah, exactly. But I think if you wait too long, I mean, obviously time is never guaranteed. So,
Bruh, you can die.
You could die tomorrow.
Yeah, you can get hit by a bus.
Exactly. So if you're kind of I feel like if you if you put things off later, whatever, it's kind of you're expecting to live that long or whatever it might be.
Mm-hmm.
But you're kind of pushing what you want to do later on.
Exactly.
But, like I said,
get
hit by a bus or whatever it might be tomorrow, and I never reach what I want to do.
And I think when you retire, you can't walk. Sometimes you got you can't remember stuff. You need help, directions, and
I won't be able to freaking hike.
I'll
be dying.
Yeah, you're not going on tours. Like nobody's like taking you to like group tours, and you usually do it on your own. You like backpacking, and
so far, I don't like tours. I've done probably like maybe I think one or two.
Oh, you done?
I've done a tour. Like,
how are they? Do you like them, or is it better like?
I didn't like it. It wasn't terrible, but I didn't like it. I did one. The first one I did.
Where was it?
It was in London.
It
was pretty much to go see the Stonehenges, but we didn't have.
Okay.
We didn't have any way to get there, so we did it through a tour. But I didn't like it because it was limited. So we got to a Stonehenge, and we saw it, but we also kind of had to keep in mind that there's other people in the group. So if you delay the group at that site, the next site, you lose time.
Oh, I see.
And so you kind of have to like be mindful of that. It was pretty cool because you meet people on these tours, and we met like 2 couples, and both couples had kids. It was pretty funny because they gave us advice about traveling and doing it with kids and stuff like that. And one of them looked miserable, so kid was crying.
Were they Americans or they were?
I think they were. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's really rare too.
Yeah, and the kids were like young. They were like a few months, maybe a year old.
And they were traveling. That's insane.
Yeah. So,
that's a lot of money though.
Yeah, and
kids.
That's another thing too. So, but I think that by that age you can still travel for free. So.
Oh, is it? Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, but yeah, the tours, that was one, and then I did one when I went to Egypt, and we did one there, and that one actually was one-on-one.
Oh, cool.
So one-on-one, that was actually not bad because at that point they take your time. You can do whatever you want, and they'll explain things one-on-one to you, so it's actually not that bad.
And the language is different, or?
No, same.
They speak English?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the tour guy speaks English, but the country is like...
yeah, they speak...
Arabic?
Yeah.
I'm guessing. I don't want people to be like... I'm ignorant in that aspect.
Off on that one too.
Yeah, so...
I forgot.
Well, that makes sense, though, in that if you think about it, I mean, in my perspective of traveling, if I don't know the language and I want to go around, like most of the countries I travel, it's been like, they speak Spanish. Like, I went to Spain.
Right.
So I was able to, like, and I was able to move around and, even though the Spanish is different, I still was able. And then Europe, I went to France, it's the same thing. They speak English better than us. So it was like, I wasn't worried. But if I go to like Africa, I'm kind of screwed.
But I mean, I guess you kind of find a way, or you kind of know that even though they don't speak that language or whatever, you can still communicate, and you can still get around no matter what. It's like, and it makes it a little bit. I'd say it makes it a little bit more interesting too. To try to get around. So it's actually, it makes it a little bit, I'll say it makes it a little fun too. Trying to figure out stuff. Especially when you understand it. So.
Yeah, I've been scared of going to a country that...
it shows me I was scared too when I first started.
You just like start pointing and stuff, or...
Start wondering, use your phone, Google Maps, translate. Ask random people, ask people that work in wherever you might be. Kind of go off by that, so it's not that bad.
Well, that's cool though. I mean, you find good people everywhere. Oh yeah, I guess.
Yeah,
it's not like,
and that's like part of one of the things, or one of the best things, is that the people you meet and the people you interact with, and it just adds to the experience, and it gives you a different perspective of how you see the world, and it's the way you see it. It's not other people telling you how it is, and you firsthand see it, and by meeting the different people and stuff like that. It's actually pretty cool. Not just in the place you go to and people, the locals, but maybe other people that are doing the same thing that you're doing, which is traveling and trying to see the world.
Yeah.
So it's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, usually when I travel, is like, they're really social. Everybody who's in the whole transit of going somewhere.
All the travelers?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They're like, they want to know where you're from.
They want to know where you're from. They want to know where your plans is.
Yeah.
Do you want to hang out? Stuff like that.
It's weird especially if you're from Boston, where everybody's here. It's like, we barely say good morning to each other. We're like, morning.
True.
And then do our thing, like, we don't know. I don't know my neighbors. Like, it's just, it's crazy.
If you tell them good morning, they'll probably say,
they look at you like, what are you talking to me? It's just weird. Yeah. And once you go to another country, it's like, everybody's just open. Like, especially when you go to Canada, it's like, this is just insane.
Right. So.
Everybody's so nice to let you go. And have you been to Canada?
Yeah, I've been a few times. Montreal, Toronto. I went last month. I was in Toronto too. Yeah.
Some people go to Canada like it's New York, especially if you live here.
Yeah. Well, it's not that. I mean, if you 5-hour drive, it's almost the same. 5-hour drive from here to Montreal. It's like almost the same as going from here to New York.
Mm.
Little off, but close enough.
Yeah.
So
you usually drive
the
if you're gonna go?
to Canada, the times that I've gone, yeah, I've
Mm.
driven both times, a few times, probably 3-4 times.
You had to go like Vermont, right? Or to.
Yeah, I want to say yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, definitely go. Yeah, the route we took all those times, I've definitely been through Vermont.
I never like driven
It's not bad.
towards it. Yeah.
It's just pretty much a straight shot up.
Mm.
Then once you get to the border, make it across, not that long.
Mm.
So
you travel. So, do you like traveling to like beaches, or do you like more cities settings when you're planning on going to your next country, or you just like exotic, straight exotic, or you just anything that comes?
I mean, so far, honestly, I haven't planned anything around, like if it's a city or if it's a beach kind of thing, or exotic. I think the exotic part will be like that's something I can't afford.
Yeah.
So,
like island, maybe go to Australia or.
Yeah.
I don't know if that exotic, bro.
I don't know. It's expensive.
Yeah.
To get from here to there. Yeah, I usually don't. I mean, I plan something. So far, what I planned is pretty much just kind of go with what I could do, what we could see, or what I want to see, and just kind of go with that. And kind of go on a limb sometimes too. So
you just like point at a map and be like, "We going here."
Yeah.
That's basically that's insane.
I mean, the first trip I did was. Well, not the first trip I did, but my solo trip was, I knew I wanted to do a solo trip. And I didn't know exactly what countries I wanted to do. So, but definitely I wanted to go to Italy. So that's why I started off. So, I wanted to do, did a one-way to Rome.
Okay.
And from there, that's where I started my plan. I know I want to go to Spain. I know I want to go to Czech Republic. And I want to go to Portugal. And then when you start planning, you kind of start seeing how exactly you get around. You see if a flight works out better, trains, or stuff like that. And you kind of just keep on going from there. And then next thing you know, you just have a trip planned and you kind of go off by that. But also doing all the planning, you find out that not all the plans go according to plan.
Right. That's what I was going to go. Yeah.
So a lot of times you just wing it. And winging it is actually pretty cool.
Yeah. You find like restaurants and...
You find restaurants, you run into different experiences that you didn't know were going to happen.
You miss a train.
You miss a train. It's...
Or you take the wrong one.
Or you fall asleep, somebody tells you get up because you're in their seat. So now you got to jump out of the train you're in and you got to run to the next platform. So.
What? Whoa. What was that? So if you're sitting and somebody tells you to...
So this happened to me in...
Oh, no. This is a good lesson, people.
Where was I going? I think I was going to... I was in Florence and I caught an early morning train, I think. And I was going up to Venice. But to get to Venice, I had to do a connection. I forgot which station. So you buy your ticket, that's your seat up until that station.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So you got to that station.
I got to the station. I fell asleep, and somebody wakes me up. It's like tells me in Italian, like, "Hey, you're in my seat." And I'm like, "What?" And then I'm like, I look where I'm at, and I'm like, "Oh snap!" I grab all my stuff, and the door's about to close, and I jump out.
Shit.
And then the connection to the next train was like 5 minutes apart. So I had to find the platform for the next train. So I was like running to the next one. And
that's insane.
Luckily, I made it to that train. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So stuff like that, I think is actually pretty cool when you're traveling.
So you made it and...
yeah, I made it and I made it to my final destination, which I think was Venice at that point.
And everything is like a different language. So you weren't reading, but you just following like numbers on the ticket?
Numbers, I mean the names.
The names, yeah, you just match the names and stuff.
Names,
yeah.
And then you kind of try to figure it out.
So this is your first solo trip that you just planned and you just went for it.
Yeah, and then I had some help. So
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. I said I was gonna do it. I did it, and then my best friend ended up tagging along for a few days.
Mm-hmm.
And then like 3 of my other friends ended up showing up, and this all
Nice.
in like Rome.
Yeah.
And I think we were together for like 2-3 days,
Mm.
and then I took off by myself after that.
Mm.
And then they stayed behind, and they did their own thing as a group.
Mm-hmm.
But I went off by myself after that.
That's nice.
So it was a good experience. I like traveling. Traveling by itself might be weird or whatever. It might sound lonely, but it's not. It's actually pretty cool.
I want to do one.
It's fun.
I'm thinking of doing Nepal by myself. Just go.
Do it.
You're giving me a little of that push right now. Like, like I'm planning, but I haven't bought anything.
Yeah.
And my work is like take whatever. Like just go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You end up getting
I told them that I want to go. If you tell them if you're gonna go to like a big experience like that, they're like, fine. You've been here for a long time. Just take the experience. But if I tell them that I'm gonna go to Spain, they're like, okay, you got 2 weeks. So I told them like, if we plan it right, you could just go.
Nice.
Yeah.
So what, the whole month?
Yeah, take the whole month and just go.
Yeah, that's sweet.
But I don't know, man. I'm scared. That's why I got you here, man. Just like, should I do this? I mean, I don't know. Do I need the permission of someone? I was like,
I just do it, I guess. That's all I can say is like, it's obviously scary. I'm not gonna, going off by yourself, especially in a different country, something you're not, like, different culture, stuff like that. But obviously, it's like, it's a good experience. It might sound lonely, or it might, like I said, it's gonna be scary, but you figure it out. And it's like, not like you haven't done anything alone here. So,
right. I mean, I do a lot of things. I mean,
right. So it's like, you experience new things, meet people, which is the fun part, and you just figure it out.
Right.
And figuring it out is actually pretty cool.
How do you pack for something like this, like a solo trip, or if you're gonna be jumping hotel to hotel? Do you carry a lot of stuff? Carry the essentials?
Definitely carry the essentials, and then
don't carry like a laptop.
I don't have a laptop, so I didn't carry a laptop. All I had was my phone for electronics, like, communication wise. I ended up buying like I think I have a 60-liter travel backpack that I ended up buying.
Okay. Yeah, I need to hit you up for that stuff.
Yeah.
Like I need what do you recommend? So, like, what kind of size?
Well, it all depends. You could, depending on what you take, and depending on how you could pack, and depending on how you think you could travel, or with how much you could travel. You could, honestly, mine's 60-liter, which is pretty decent in size. Other people do it with less.
Whoa.
And and they might take even less, and they might even stay longer for those, for their trip. Which at that point.
Oh yeah, because depending on how much time, if you go for 2 weeks, you might not need.
Yeah, they might just wash the clothes over.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. These things I have not put no thoughts.
Yeah. So the 60-liter, I mean, you could fit probably fit everything for a month, but you probably take like 2 weeks worth, or if not, if you want to take less, you could take less.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Any brand you recommend?
The backpack that I have is I think it's Mountain Smith.
Okay,
Which I love that backpack.
Yeah.
It's like I could open it from the top, which I figured out probably like a month ago.
So you've been taking all these trips, and now you.
Yeah, like I figured out that I can make it bigger. Like it's a 60, now it could turn into like a 70, I think, if I open up the top and I close the top. And then, but if I lay it down, it kind of like opens up like a flap. So it's kind of like a suitcase. If I pack it like a suitcase. So it just opens up. If not, then I could pack it from the top and kind of do it like in any other backpack. Which
and
is
you
from the bottom
just put it, okay.
Yeah.
And it has all those straps and stuff.
It has straps, go around, comfortable, stuff like that.
The padding and all that.
Yeah.
Because I got this North Face here.
I mean, you can still do it. It's not the
so
wrong, like, I don't think
I got it for my birthday, but
yeah.
I was thinking getting that, using that, but it's a backpack, like duffel bag kind of thing.
You could, honestly, I think you use just about anything.
Anything?
You want.
Yeah.
It just depends on what you want.
Should I get like a fanny pack?
No, I'm not a fan.
Oh,
But if you want to bring back the fanny packs, which I guess are back, hey, go ahead and bring the fanny pack back.
What about if I get like a designer one, like a Gucci one, or like a Louis? It's too much attention.
Probably.
Damn. I don't want to be like, oh, the idiot with the funny pack. Oh no, it's designer though, so you can't.
Hey.
Talking about like attention, like, do you worry about like not shoplifters, but like pot pickers or anyone trying to rob you or?
I mean, yeah, but it's.
I mean, obviously here too, but.
Yeah, it's honestly not so much, but obviously you're gonna be conscious of not flashing your money and shit and stuff like that.
Having jewelry and all that.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like I'd say like that's pretty much anywhere.
Right, that was what I was thinking. Yeah.
It's like you're not gonna be doing that, flashing your money anywhere here either. Well, I hope not.
I mean, people do.
People do.
But people do on social media, so you know.
Right.
You don't know that real.
Yeah. But depending on where you are in the city, you might not want to do it.
Right.
So I'd say it's the same thing in the world. Depending on where you are or whatever it might be, even in our own countries.
Yeah.
It's something that you wouldn't do. So why somewhere where you're gonna go that you don't know? Why is it gonna be any different? Like anything could happen here too. Like that could happen in any part of the world.
Yeah, that's my mentality when I travel. I have that mentality. If I'm going to my country, I'm not gonna be wearing that. I'm not gonna be like have like a nice jacket or something. I'm just gonna go the cheapest as possible, but not branded.
Yeah.
No, I'm just.
I mean, it's like
You're like.
I would say it's like the same thing. It's
yeah.
like. I mean, maybe if you're going, sometimes it does depend on where you're going.
I think Europe, I'm like, okay, whatever. Yeah. I bring my nice sneakers.
Yeah. But then there's also the point of like, are you gonna flash your jewelry and all that, or are you gonna flash your money?
Right.
And there's still the possibility of getting pickpocketed, getting robbed,
and
you just don't know.
No, like having cameras and just like.
Yeah, you just.
Leaving them somewhere.
Yeah, leaving your phone out.
Yeah.
You just never know.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of used to doing that here. Like sometimes I take my phone and put it on the table, like in a restaurant.
Right. Same.
Yeah, but
sometimes
when you're traveling, you so stressed, you might forget it. You might step away for a little bit, and then it's gone. Like I lost sweaters and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know if somebody took them or I just, I don't know. Yeah, like I usually put them because I will usually use the rollers, what do you call it, luggage things, the carry-ons.
Yeah.
So sometimes I tie it like a sweater. Like it happened like twice. So maybe, I mean, it just, I'm asking for it almost like I'll leave to like get like a soda and just leave my bag. I mean, it's not smart.
Yeah.
But I'm getting better, man. I'm getting better.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't leave my cell phone on the table or something like that. You just never know.
And plus, being somewhere like in a different country with no phone.
Right.
What do you do for like internet or like GPS stuff like that? Do you use your carrier here or? Usually,
yeah, I use my carrier from here, and then like, I mean, yeah, I get charged.
Is it expensive?
Fees. Yes. Well, it might sound like it's not expensive, but $10 a day turns out, depending on how long you're traveling, couldn't add up. There's an additional to your bill, so.
So you pay your $80.
I pay my bill and then
$10 extra each day.
Extra for every day that I use my.
That's insane.
For every day that I use my data outside the country.
Mm-hmm. Do you ever thought of buying like a SIM card from that country, or it turns out to be the same?
I thought about it. I never looked into it.
Hmm.
So it'll probably be smart of me to start doing that.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's more expensive. I never try. I usually just shut my phone.
Yeah.
And then wherever it's Wi-Fi, I just use that. But
yeah, I did that too, and that turned into times where I just had to I got lost or whatever. I just had to use my data.
Yeah. I mean, in that case, yeah.
Yeah. So. I mean, I've been meaning to look into it, especially when I travel, but I just never like took the chance to do it. So I look into the SIM card or whatever it might be.
Have you ever rented like a car in a different country?
Yeah.
And how's that experience?
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun to drive in a different country,
and
I love driving.
You driving on the other side?
I drove on the other side.
Oh shit! How was that?
It was different experience. Almost, it was not that bad. It's still kind of the same, but the stick shift kind of threw me off.
You had to use your left hand.
Use my left hand to shift. So, but other than that, it's almost the same thing. Ireland with the rotaries will throw you off because they have like so many rotaries.
It's like Boston. I think we got it from them.
Nah, it's
they got more than us.
Rotaries everywhere, dude.
That's crazy.
Every freaking street you went up, it was like rotary. Go to the next block or whatever it might be. Oh,
rotary. Damn. So, I think Spain is like that too. Now that I'm thinking about it. But you haven't drove in Spain.
Nah, not in the mainland. I driven in the
countryside.
Countryside. The island. Like Mallorca. Mallorca. Yeah. I driven there. I don't remember the rotaries.
So all these countries, what's your favorite kind of cuisines? Like the Italian?
Man.
Do you do it for the food or you do it for the scenes?
I'll do it for everything.
Oh, you do it for the whole experience of...
I'll do it for everything.
With meeting people,
food,
learning something, yeah.
The food is a plus, obviously.
Yeah.
I love food, so I don't... Even if... I'll try it. I don't care if whatever it might be. I'll try. I'll worry about everything else afterwards.
Yeah, yeah.
And it is what it is.
If you get sick.
I'll worry about it
yeah. Yeah.
But favorite cuisine?
Or something you try, a fruit that you just know that when you see it, it reminds you of that country, or
honestly, I don't know. I don't think I have. I'd say the best one has been recently when I went to Chile, and we were in the desert, the Atacama Desert, and we had their steak. Like I forgot what it was called, but it's bring it out like in they bring it out to a table, and it's like there's like around 5-6 different meats, and every single one is different. It was like steak, lamb, I think it was chicken, blood sausage,
yeah.
And so they bring it out, and it's underneath they have like it's like a kind of like a small like. I don't want to say pan, but underneath they had like a coal, so it's still kind of like cooking the meat.
Oh, so it's cooking? Oh, nice.
Right. So you had all the meat on top of it while still like keeping it warm cooking. And when I kid you not, that every bite I took into every single kind of meat there was on that was out of this world.
Wow.
Like, hands down, the best everything. The best meat, chicken, lamb, sausage, blood sausage. It's just... I would say that was...
That was the best. Damn, I need to go now.
Hey.
I need directions. You made it sound so good, man.
I'll give you the directions, dude.
So it was like a desert, so there weren't a lot of like restaurants. Oh, you guys were like super hungry, or?
No, there's it's very touristy. Well,
okay.
Depending on when you go, but it's kind of touristy where we work. But for the most part, there's like restaurants around there and stuff like that. But it's like literally you're like in the desert, kind of like in the valley, and but it's restaurants around. But it was just like,
damn, that's crazy.
We found this place and we just fucking, it was amazing.
It was just like melting, just the flavors and the whole.
It's just every bite to every single kind of meat.
Yeah, I never had any Chilean food, so I can't be like, oh, maybe I have an idea. That's just insane. I know Chile has like a lot of fish. They're like close to the.
We did try the seafood. I forgot what we tried, but we ended up going to from that desert. We ended up going to like the coast. We flew into La Serena, but the coast where we stayed was I think it was called Coquimbo.
Okay.
think that was called. I don't know.
It's close to Santiago.
No,
Everything
there's more on the northern part. So,
okay.
kind of to put in reference, Elqui Valley. It's kind of like their famous, like, spot over there. Like, for their wine. One would be like the stargazing.
Oh yeah, they're big on wine, right? They got like those wine, like what do you call them? Viners.
Yeah, and the pisco too. Yeah. So Elqui Valley would be like in reference of kind of where we were on the second location when we went.
Okay.
So, and when we were on the coast, we tried some seafood, and yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, but not like the meat.
No, like that meat was something else.
Yeah, how was the wine?
Wine was You
guys got drunk?
No.
Do you get drunk when you travel? Or you're like too like focused on, you want to be aware of what's going on?
Not as often. I don't get drunk as often.
Like even when you're here, you know.
Here is different.
Yeah. You get trash here.
Yeah, here I get trash.
Like I don't want to be here, so I'm just gonna get trash. No.
I got trash last week.
Damn.
So, I think travel. So far, no.
You haven't. Like I know people.
Not as much.
Yeah.
Like.
But you still like try the drink of the other country and.
Definitely.
Their beer.
Their beer, their liquor.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Their wines. So. Definitely.
I know like people go on vacation, and all they do is just get hammered. They go for like a week to Mexico or something, like Acapulco or Cancun.
Yeah, you know what?
And I'm like, that's not a vacation for me, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
I can do that here.
Oh yeah, you can do that here. I mean, obviously, it's fun because you're enjoying yourself,
right?
But if you can handle it, and I'll say still explore, then by all means do it. Yeah. But I mean, you don't need it. Same here. You don't need it to have fun, but still do it.
Yeah, right. So, I mean, it's just cool. It's just a different feeling, I guess, when you drink in a different country. Like I don't drink in the plane. Yeah. I feel like it gets me sick.
Dude.
Do you drink in the plane?
I do.
Oh shit.
I have, but one thing I'll say is being hungover on an airplane is probably the worst feeling.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. What is like? It's just the elevation. Like it's just a weird feeling. Yeah. Like I've done it and
it's the feeling is just it sucks. It sucks.
Like nothing helps. You can be sleeping. You can eat. You can drink pills. Nothing. Like.
Yeah, I haven't figured out a remedy to that. But so far, every single time that I've been like hungover. On an airplane, that's not been fun.
Yeah. Like I'm okay if I go in drunk, like not drunk, like like I had a hangover. Yeah. And I'm not a big drinker anyways, so 2 beers and I'm already, I'm drunk. You remember last time? Oh yeah. You had like that big ass bottle in that restaurant we went in East Boston. Yeah. I had like a beer and I was like, fuck, I need to go to drive now. Like I don't know if I'm gonna make it. No, I'm a light on drinking, so I usually don't drink that much. Like people say, like, oh, you should try this liquor, and I'm like, I don't know about liquor right now. I try to enjoy the scene, but drinking in another country, it just brings, it's like salt. Like it just makes it more, like the flavor of the country just comes alive to me. I don't know, it's just something different. Like,
I mean, it's true.
When I drink here, I'm enjoying the company, but when I drink in a different country, it's just like I enjoy the whole scenery and the whole like environment. Even though I like the people I'm with, but it's just a whole different. I don't know how to explain. You have to be there.
No, I know what you mean, and it is different because
it's like not you. It's like I don't know.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean. It could hit. I feel like it might even hit you different.
It's like a different high.
Yeah,
I think that's the best.
So, no, I agree.
Yeah.
It's different.
So, yeah. But when I travel, it's mostly for the food. Like, I want to try that. Like, usually, on Netflix, have you watched Chef's Table?
It's my show, okay.
Yeah. So, I got through the whole, like, the 3 seasons.
You already watched the whole thing?
Yeah, I watched the whole thing.
I haven't finished all of them, but hands down, I love that show.
So I try to pick like, okay, I'm gonna go there, and then so when France, that's exactly what happened. I saw the show. They show like I don't go to that restaurant that they show. I just go to the country and look for something that's similar to what they serving, because I'm not paying $1,000 to eat in those Michelin stars.
Yeah. Well, you know what? After seeing this show, I actually would not mind eating at these restaurants.
Yeah.
Because I would say the same thing. I used to, before the show, I would say, it's these little thing like this.
Yeah.
You'll pay like $50 for that.
Yeah, that's insane, bro.
That's insane.
Yeah.
But then after watching the show, you see all the work.
The work, yeah.
And all the flavor and all that, and I'm like, you know what? I actually wouldn't mind that. Actually, that's actually pretty cool. Yeah.
You haven't done any of the
fine dining?
Yeah.
No.
I want to get into it, but I feel like it's gonna affect my traveling money, your budget.
I'll say yeah. Definitely if you're gonna, or at least if you're gonna do like something expensive, and if you're gonna I'll say if food is the thing.
Yeah.
Then like say, like if it's that one restaurant that you know from the show or whatever that you want to try, because you saw that it was amazing, then by all means, like
just,
go ahead, right?
Just do it, right?
Yeah.
I feel like I need to start slow though, with like a Michelin 1-star restaurant, and then move on. Like I don't want to go to 3, and then there's a 1 over there. I can't go to 1. I went to 3 already. Yeah. What are you talking about? I'm gonna go to Michelin 1. But this restaurant in Chicago that I always wanted to go. They showed it in the show. They blow up like this balloon.
Yes.
So
That's what I'm saying. That's what I find interesting.
Yeah.
The guy blows up the balloon and puts it in a pillow.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that's insane, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy. But
he's pretty reasonable. I checked the prices on everything. Yeah. He charges $500, but the list is like 3 years. So.
Well, and one thing that I found out too is, I thought it was just like, you get your 1 plate or you order your 2nd plate. No, it's like, I don't know if that one does like the one I'm thinking, but it's like you have like a 5-course meal, 7-course, 8-course meal.
Oh yeah, I think it's 15. It's like a lot of plates coming, and they pair it with wine.
Right.
So depending on the meal, they give you like the wine you're supposed to. I don't. That's what I've been reading. I don't know.
So if it's like a 15-course meal and say like it's 500, if you break it down, I think it comes out to just about
the same as like if you go to like Smith and Lewinsky here or Capitol Grill. Or
So I think after watching that show, I'll give them. I think I'll start trying like fine dining. Not any fine dining, because obviously not all of them are going to be the same.
So you down for Chicago?
Yeah.
I put it in the spot.
Yeah, let's go. We'll wait for 3 years. Let me know how it comes out in 3 years.
No, I put my name already. What are you talking about? Yeah. No, I don't think it's 3 years. I think it was like a year. I'm just like.
Yeah, that's not terrible.
Yeah.
I want to do did you see the one in Mexico?
Which one? There's 2 of them. There's the barbacoa one. Oh, you're not. Fuck. My bad.
That's Pennsylvania.
Yeah, that's Pennsylvania. Oh, you watched that one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was amazing.
Yeah, that one's a good one.
Maybe I should do that one first. I want to do a restaurant they showed in the show.
Funny thing.
Oh no. Okay.
Last week.
Yeah.
My best friend got us tickets to this event at Trillium.
Mm-hmm.
And so pretty much, the show with the guy, Ivan Ramen? The chef that...
The ramen in New York?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he had a place in Tokyo.
And in Tokyo first, yeah.
Yeah, so it was his event with Trillium.
Oh, yeah, I remember this. He was... Yeah.
Yeah, so
you got tickets for that?
Got tickets for
shit.
That. Try that. And it's funny because I hadn't, there's probably weeks that he gives a heads up.
Mm-hmm.
And I finally finished the episode the morning of the event, and he sent us a link to it.
Yeah.
And I was like, I noticed the name, and I was like, holy shit! I just finished this episode this morning.
Yeah.
I actually know who this guy is.
Oh, that's insane.
Oh, that's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
So when we went, the food was.
You appreciate it, I think.
Yeah.
Because you knew all the work that he put on.
Yeah.
He got accepted. I can't believe the Japanese people accepted him
Right.
as a ramen chef. Like, oh, this American guy coming here thinking he can do it.
Right.
He did it. Like, people were waiting in line for his restaurant in Japan.
Yeah, because one guy that was famous for like trying ramen
Yeah.
all over Japan, tried his ramen, and he approved, and all these people just started coming.
Yeah. That's how it worked, right? It was like an article he wrote or something.
Yeah, he wrote. Yeah, it was like an article he wrote in Japan, and that's how he pretty much became big over there.
You need a break, man. Everybody needs that break, and then you blow up.
Yeah. And, yeah.
So the food was good.
Yeah,
It was
it was bomb.
yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
Actually, now that you mention it, you remember the episode with the cookies? Oh,
The dessert one?
The dessert one?
I haven't watched the dessert ones.
well, the lady who was one of the milk bar. So she did an episode, and then she opened a restaurant, like a little, I don't know what you call those, bakery. It's not even a bakery. It's just like a little stand of her stuff, and I tried it, but it's all pre-made already. So I don't know if it's the same, but if we're gonna compare, like, oh, if I ever went to like one of those restaurants they show, I went to that one,
Nice.
but I really want to go to the Chicago one,
Yeah.
and that's Michelin 3, I think. So
I don't know. The one in Mexico, I want to go try.
that's the guy who makes the
Mole.
yeah.
That he like kept it going for like, I don't know how many days. Had to be like about 100 or more days
Mm-hmm.
of like the same mole that he makes.
Yeah.
And that mole is like ridiculous amount of ingredients, and it's crazy. But
Where is it? Is it in the capital that he's at? Okay.
Mexico City. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you been?
Yeah. I was there in October.
Okay.
No, November.
Okay.
I never gone to the city. First time I went to the city.
How was it? Was it?
It's good, man.
People make it look scary for some reason.
It's like anywhere. It's like anywhere.
Exactly.
It's like don't go to some places and don't do what you're not supposed to do.
And that's what you do everywhere you go. Like you go to Europe, don't.
That's what you do here.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
If you know the places that you're not supposed to go, don't go.
Right.
So, no, it was nice. It was like super nice. I want to go back. There's a lot more food I want to go try.
Tacos and. You did the street taquerias, or you went to like a restaurant?
We hit a restaurant, like a random place.
Right.
It's amazing, dude. They brought out pick your meat. They bring you the whole plate of the meat just for you. And then they give you the tortillas, so you kind of just pretty much make your own.
You make your own taco. Damn.
And you pretty much come out making like, I don't know, over 5 tacos out of all the meat that they give you. Is like a stack.
And it's like ridiculous cheap. Like you probably cheap.
It's worth it.
You probably had like 2 beers and the whole tacos. And
I don't remember, but it
would be like $3. Here you go.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
You come here and it's like a taco is like $3.
Right.
And it's shitty.
Yeah.
Like, what is this?
Yeah.
This is not even corn. This is like flour tortilla. Like, well, this is not even. Yeah. It's.
I mean, to each their own, whatever it's like. But one thing that I also respect about that show is the guy from Mexico kind of makes his own thing about fine dining with Mexican food. And how he puts perspective on not all Mexican food has to be cheap, especially at taco.
Right. Yes.
So obviously he ups the price on them, and also there's a question. It comes down to a question: is how much are you willing to pay for a taco?
But the ingredients and the
right, and that's why I like the show. Like I would never pay for
$30 for a taco.
Right.
You can go like 2 blocks away
and just pay like $1 or so.
Yeah.
So it's like that show actually puts a lot of food or different countries, their food in perspective. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's one of the shows that has pushed me at the same time. Anthony Bourdain is #1. Like watching his show.
Same.
Rest in peace. But
rest in peace. That guy was a man. Yeah, I love the show. I always watch it and get into it. Yeah.
You watched the no reservation or the no? What was the?
What, this first one?
Yeah, like I started watching his old from when he was in the Travel Channel.
I haven't watched all of them.
Mm.
I think I watched a few episodes, but I haven't watched all of them. I watched Parts Unknown.
Yeah, that's the recent one, right? With CNN.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And that's crazy. It's awesome.
Yeah, he makes it. Just the way he tells the story of a country.
Yeah.
Like, it's funny because when I go to a country, I try play that voice in my head of like narrating the whole experience through his way of narrating wherever he's at, and him too. I try to go to some of the restaurants that he's gone. Yeah, but it's hard, man. Like I think in Spain, he went to a burger place. We went with my brother. It was amazing, but like people watch it, you forget that people watch that show. It's not like just you watching the show. So those lines are ridiculous. Yeah, like everybody's trying to hit the same restaurants that he recommends, or they even recommend it. He just goes and has the food. Yeah.
Well, yeah, his show was.
Like you get inspiration. Yeah. And then, I mean, yeah.
It sucks.
We got new shows. I mean, Chefs is always gonna be put in the work, and all we can do is just appreciate the food and try to go to their country and just
pretty much appreciate the culture. I mean, there's a lot to see out in the world. A lot. It's so much food or whatever the reason might be where you travel, but there's so much to see, and you really open your mind a lot more. You kind of seeing different cultures. You definitely open up your mind to like how the world really is and stuff like that.
How similar we are, no matter where we are. Like we all have the same,
or how like privileged we are.
Oh yeah.
Or just different ways that people live. Is just we're all the same, but then you see their struggles compared to our struggles.
It's not the same.
It might not be the same, or it might be similar.
I noticed like how weak my like body, like my insides are. Like I can't drink the water of a different country, and that's like no problem for them. I go there and it's like I'm sick for 3 days. It's like what? Yeah. I need to buy these expensive bottled waters there, but it is what it is. You just like you're not conscious of that here.
Right.
Like I drink tap water here, like no problem.
Yeah. Oh, there you can't.
Yeah, hell no. Right. And even when you shower, like close your mouth, hurry up, do your thing.
Yeah. Yeah, stuff like that. It's like definitely makes you grateful for having what you have.
Yeah, and especially when going to the trip is amazing, and experiencing the country is amazing, the food, all that. But coming back, and then I realize what I have, makes me appreciate what I have here. Yeah, right. Because you forget, like, you just take it for advantage what you have: clean water, gas that runs forever, clean air. Like that's something that now the whole world has. Right. It's insane. Clean air is not everywhere. Right. Like when I went to India, that air is not clean. I feel like I was smoking like a pack every day that I was getting, like I was heading out. Like we had to go out the city to be like, okay, this is like we can manage this, because staying in the city is just.
No, it's funny because same thing. I went to Colombia. It was only for like a day, but we had to go we're like in the main like center of the city. And where we were supposed to go and stay.
Medellin or?
Medellin. No,
Bogota.
Sorry, Bogota. Right. We're in the back of the cab, and this guy had his windows down, and it was like prime time traffic. And he had his windows down, and our back windows were like cracked, like open this much. Yeah. And I was like, damn, we're gonna freaking suffocate back here, dude. We're gonna pass out. Yeah. Like you literally you could taste it.
Oh, the fumes?
You could taste the fumes of
how shit.
Much, all the congestion and how polluted it was. And it was crazy. And then I ended up telling one of my friends that's from there. she was like, yeah, like sometimes when she would shower after like being out all day,
Yeah.
like, you could see the
Oh
thing
shit!
just, like, just wash off.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I was like, damn. I was like, I could definitely believe that.
Holy shit! Yo, I never thought of that.
Yeah. Even here though, sometimes you could just
You can see it, like,
see the distance. You can
yeah,
see like the cloud, like,
right,
all the way around the city.
but it's not like when you take maybe, right?
You can't.
If you take a shower, because I don't know. I mean, they got so hard, man.
I don't.
Pollution.
Yeah.
I mean, we think our water is super. I mean, our water is clean, but things go through it. You know, like medicine. There's always something.
Yeah.
But I'm saying we're not. I mean, we're way better than. I'm saying they're all fucked up. But
Wow, man.
yeah. Not insulting everybody. I'm just appreciating what I have.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah.
But what's your next country that you guys are planning?
My next one.
Are you doing solo or?
My next one is I'm planning to go solo,
Nice.
which I haven't done in like 2 years almost.
So it's calling.
It's calling, yeah. I've been wanting to do it. So this one I'm planning to go. I've been to Mexico already, but I haven't been to Cancun. So I'm gonna go from here to Cancun. But the reason I'm going is I want to go to the pyramid, Chichen Itza, World Wonder. I want to get that out the way. So I want to go there for a few days, explore a little bit, and then from there I'm gonna go to Peru, Machu Picchu, see that. And my plan was, I don't know if I'm gonna do it, but my plan was to rent a motorcycle over there and pretty much road trip through Peru and maybe hit another country and then come back.
That's insane if you do it. It's possible though.
Yeah.
You seen people do it before?
I've seen people do it, yeah. Like they get on a motorcycle and they travel. But for me, I'm this weekend I'm barely going from my motorcycle like driving lessons.
Oh, so you don't even know how to drive a motorcycle?
Yeah, exactly.
And then you try to do a motorcycle in a different country. That's insane.
Yeah. So
it'd be sick if you pull it off though.
If I could, it would be sick, yeah. But if I can, I'll still end up going.
Yeah.
I just won't do the driving part. So.
Yeah, it's still an experience.
Right.
I mean, it's just like the cherry on the Sunday if you.
Yeah, I'll be out of this world if I could do it.
That's
probably pretty cool. So that's my next trip that most likely be doing in May. Next month.
Next month, so you already got the ticket, or you just.
No,
working
so for this one, I'm gonna do. I'm gonna fly on standby.
Okay.
So I'm gonna kind of like wing it in mostly on the flights. Hopefully they're not packed. Hopefully I don't run into any trouble like that. So I'm gonna go off by that. And then I already had the time off. And then.
How long do you think it's gonna take you? Or how long are you taking?
I'm taking 2 weeks off.
Okay.
I'm working on getting a few extra days by having people cover my shift. And then that way I can leave a little early. It gives me a little bit more time just in case the flights are full or anything like that on standby. So a few days in Cancun and then the rest will be in Peru. So I'm looking to be in Peru like a good week and a half.
And you're doing the standby in Mexico too? To Peru? So how that standby works? How that works? Like you pay a ticket.
Right. So you pay for these. The benefits card because of when my brother used to work there in the airline. So I just have to pay. So far, I just have to pay the taxes for international.
Oh, okay.
So, but what I'll have to do is fly from Florida to Cancun back to Florida, and Florida down to Peru, because they don't do like a
direct from Mexico.
From Cancun down to Peru.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. I'll just do that.
Yeah. And just paying taxes. I'll stop like three different states. I don't care, man.
Trust me, I thought about it.
That's crazy though.
Yeah.
So that's usually how you travel, by stand by, or?
No.
Okay, this is like
all the flights. I mean, usually when I end up telling people, they think that I've done it through standby,
mm-hmm.
but just about every single one so far has been through internationally has been through me paying out of pocket, except Colombia, which was
just
standby.
Mm.
And then domestically, for the most part, they have all been on standby.
And it worked out most of the time.
Most of the time.
Wait, how long what was the longest time you had to wait on standby? Let's say you couldn't get in that plane.
It was in Denver, and I think I wasn't able to get on 2 flights, so I think a day and a half. So I had to
Wait, you were a day in the airport waiting for?
Well, because I went when one of my best friends and he had a family out there,
mm-hmm.
so I was staying with.
Oh, okay. So you just went back.
Right, we went back, hung out for the night, tried again the next morning, and it looked promising. Next thing you know, flight got full, an hour before. So at that point, I was like, all right, I have to get back to work.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, next option would be probably Vegas, because they had the most options, more options to fly back to
Boston, right? Yeah.
So found a ticket for cheap for me and him.
Mm.
So we just flew down to Vegas, and then from Vegas we flew back.
I see. Well, that's smart.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys could plan that whole. Yeah. I would never thought of that. Yeah. I would just panic and buy the ticket.
No, that was what I was doing. I was panicking. I was like, no, I was not gonna buy a ticket, dude.
Yeah.
Tickets were $400 to $700. So I paid $30 or so one way down to Vegas from
mm-hmm.
Denver,
mm-hmm.
and then flew back for
just waited there for the standby.
Yeah, standby.
Yeah,
and we made it. No problem.
Man, that's genius. Yeah. You guys caught a break there.
Caught a break.
Yeah, seven bills, man. Yeesh. Yeah. I'd be pissed.
Yeah, you run into stuff like that. That's what I like about traveling.
Yeah. Do you like the transit, or do you like just being in the country?
What do you mean?
Do you like the whole experience of being in the airport, checking your bags, and then being there inside the airplane?
Just the general
going the whole transit. Yeah,
it's not bad.
Yeah, it's part of the whole experience.
Yeah.
That's the thing that stresses me the most.
The airport.
Yeah.
I haven't had any bad experiences in the airport,
mm-hmm.
and I work at the airport, so it's not I don't know what to expect.
So you're used to the the whole.
Obviously I've ran into having transfer and barely making it, but you also have the airlines there that could help you out. So at the end of the day, you kind of, even if you miss it
mm-hmm.
or something might go wrong at the counter or whatever it might be, it's not the end of the world. At least that's what I've learned.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna sweat it.
Do you buy the insurance, travel insurance?
No.
No?
So, for those who don't know, for the most part, depending on which credit card you use, if you really look into a credit card, or depending on which credit card you have, or if you don't have it, there is credit cards that will cover you, if you run into any problems with your baggage, flight cancellation, or whatever it might be.
Mm-hmm.
So it's good to know your benefits of the credit card that you have, because you can save yourself money on doing something like that. Because you can be covered by a credit card as long as you purchase it with your credit card.
Yeah.
That has that benefit, then you're pretty much all set. So you don't have to buy the insurance.
Yeah, I never thought of that. Yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of times it's credit cards, depending on which one, has a lot of benefits to it. As long as you use it, obviously, because it's trying to get you use their card to waste money.
Right. And I usually do. So.
Yeah, exactly. So why not take advantage of it, right?
Right.
Especially if you're paying the fee, a yearly fee for the card.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, rent a car, right? So when you rent a car, most of the time you have to get insurance, the protection, right?
Right.
But a lot of times the credit card that you're using will cover you.
What?
So you save yourself a lot of money.
Yeah,
purchasing it.
it's like $200 for the insurance or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I need to get into this. Like, I need to
Yeah. Like
check my car.
When I found out, when I like first started off,
Yeah.
like I was like, oh, well, let me try it out.
Yeah.
So, you know, you go to the rental and you tell them, no, I'm all set. My credit card
Covers.
Mind you, some of them might ask for proof. And at that point, like it's easy to get it. Just call a credit card company.
Mm-hmm.
And it's good to have like a copy on you just in case.
Oh, so you just call your credit card
You call your credit card. I mean,
in advance?
yeah, you want to call them in advance if you want to make sure that you would be covered.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean. Okay. I thought they're going to send you like a paper.
They can.
Okay.
Yeah,
oh,
they can
all right.
email you one. And then you can print that out and take it with you just in case you run into a problem where they require you to have proof of your credit card covering
okay.
collision or whatever it might be.
Mm-hmm.
That way you don't have to buy.
That makes sense now. Okay. I need to check my car.
Yeah, I saved myself a lot of money doing that. And I ran in, like, good example is, October I went with my little brother to Iceland.
Mm-hmm.
And I ran into a little problem with the wind, with the weather over there. And it damaged the door, and I was kind of panicking. Because...
So you rented a car?
Rented a car.
And
we're traveling traveled all around Iceland.
Mm-hmm.
And we went to like a beach,
Mm-hmm.
you know, like... It wasn't the black sand beach that you see in every single one.
Everybody, yeah.
Little do you know that most of Iceland has the black sand beach because all volcanoes.
Mm-hmm.
So we found one in the northern part. So me and my little brother stopped, take pictures.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's around.
Mm-hmm.
Looks super nice. And the wind is pretty strong. But we're taking pictures, and next thing you know, the wind starts picking up really bad.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're like, all right, let's go.
Yeah.
And it starts getting bad, and then you could start seeing like a storm kind of like coming in.
Oh shit!
Over like the hills, and then
you guys in the car by this time?
We're walking towards.
Oh shit! Yeah.
There's another van that pulls up, and they're like taking pictures too,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. So I open the door. My little brother gets in. I open the door.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, as soon as I open the door, this huge wind just rips a door out of my hand.
Yeah.
And just like kind of like overextends it and breaks the latch.
Oh.
So now I can't even close the door.
Oh shit!
So it's like a little piece like latch on the door that just extends. So I just broke that off.
Mm-hmm.
So I couldn't close the door. So I'm struggling there. I asked the people from the van if they could help me. The wind is so strong that it's almost tipping the van.
Yeah.
So at that point I kind of felt bad. Yeah. The sand going everywhere. Freaking wind is like crazy.
Yeah.
So I ended up breaking the part. Kind of closed the door.
Yeah.
And so the door is like damaged. I can't even get out the door anymore. So I have to go all the way.
Yeah. That's insane. Oh man, I would have been.
Yeah, I was like, I'm like, damn, I'm gonna
have to pay a whole car.
I have to like, paid. I don't even know how much.
$3,000 for damn door.
Yeah, I was like, I don't even know if my credit card is gonna cover me
the
whole thing because I never like dealt with it.
Yeah.
But example out of that was I didn't purchase the insurance from the company.
Mm-hmm.
Because I used a credit card.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd done it before, so I was like, alright, cool. Send the waivers saying you don't want coverage, and then you have your credit card. So at the end of the day, when I returned it, I told them, I was like, alright, we'll send you the bill, whatever it might be. They figured it out. And next thing you know, it was like, it's like $1,600. I was like,
damn.
I was like, damn. It's like, charge it on the credit card. So now I gotta. So you keep all the paperwork, obviously, whatever. Then you file the claim with your credit card company. And I was surprised at how the process worked. That it was actually pretty easy. Yeah. So got that, and next thing you know, probably like a month later, I got they sent me the money.
Oh, so they put it back to the account. You don't have to pay it back, I guess.
No. It was just like I charged my credit card.
Yeah.
The company pretty much sent the money to me, to my bank account. What I paid for the damage.
Oh, I see.
And then
you just pay the car back. Yeah. That works. What kind of car you have that does that?
Chase.
You got Chase?
Chase preferred.
Okay. People, you guys know now.
I'll send you my code.
That shit's
Give
crazy.
you 10,000 points. All right.
No, for real.
For
No, we're not playing it.
10,000 points.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then I give you points too.
Yeah. Well, that's good to know, man. I didn't have no idea.
Yeah.
I'd be panicking. I don't think I would return the car. Probably burn it and be like, I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
Somebody burned the car.
Now you really got to pay the whole car.
They pay the whole car this time.
Yeah. So that's something good to know, though. It's your benefits for your.
And say if you lose your bags, or the airline loses your bags,
Yeah. If you're.
you buy new clothes with the car, and then.
Depending on how the credit card works,
Yeah.
you look into the benefits. Some of them might cover the fees for like if they lost bag or how long you've been without the bags or whatever it might be.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, I need to go check.
Yeah.
It's good to know that.
Yeah.
See, that's why I had to bring you, man. So you teach us.
I'm not an expert or anything. I'm just going with the flow, and I find out myself as I go.
Hey, 23 countries. Hey, I think you got it.
22.
22. I'm putting an extra one there because of Peru. I'm counting that already.
Yeah. Scratching the surface, kid. So far.
Yeah.
Surface. So.
Yeah, man. We done an hour.
Damn, already?
Yeah. It's crazy, right?
That is crazy.
Just talking.
Yeah.
And we haven't been like drinking. Once you start drinking, you just
Even more
forget,
stuff.
man.
Yeah. Even more stuff coming.
Yeah, you start talking about other shit.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't even make sense with the topic, but you're just drinking.
Right.
Yeah, man. But thank you for coming.
No problem, man.
We appreciate it. We're learning a lot. Like
I mean,
stuff I wasn't even thinking about this, like the credit card stuff.
yeah. No, it's definitely a lot that you'll learn from traveling. I'll say definitely do it now than later.
Yeah.
And if you're thinking about traveling by yourself and you're scared or whatever it might be,
Just do it.
Just do it. Because
I'm scared.
Yeah, but I mean, think about it. If you say, you don't want to do it because you don't want to go by yourself or whatever it might be, you want to wait to see if your friends want to go.
Right.
But if that's the case, a lot of times, if you think about it, you do end up putting your plans and whatever you want to do, you put them aside.
Mm.
And for the most part, you will never get them done if you do keep going like that.
You keep pushing them back and back and back.
Right.
And then you never go.
Then you never go.
Yeah.
And then that's one thing that I found out. For the time that I did it, eventually somebody tagged along, and then more people showed up, and then it ended up like working out. But then I took off on myself. So I guess I'll say it might sound weird, it might sound lonely. Doesn't matter what you think, or what other people think. If you want to travel or whatever your reason might be for what you want to do to see the world, just do it. The money comes and goes.
Right.
People
spend the money on stupid shit.
Exactly. And if you want to go somewhere, and if you have to like cut back on something, you cut back on it and
start cooking, man. Start cooking those eggs in the morning. Start going to Dunkies on that coffee. Make your coffee,
make your own coffee. Save yourself a lot of money.
Make your lunch, rice and chicken. It's not that hard.
Right.
Then dinner, just a peanut butter sandwich. Come on.
I
think it's priorities of.
Right.
You're making a budget and.
Make a budget. If you want to see the world, just think about putting in perspective of a plane ticket. I don't know.
And then the hotel is.
And the
hostels and.
Yeah.
Have you done like that? What was it? Where you just like rent a room, not a room, but like a couch, like couch surfing.
Couch surfing?
No, not yet. You're not that extreme.
No, I thought about it. I just never ran. I never did it.
So it's still on the table. You never know. Yeah.
It is what it is.
I think people also has like worked, like in a farm.
I thought about that.
Yeah.
Too. Well, I think that one is like maybe if you have more time. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's somebody who is like a full-time traveler.
Yeah.
Like
going place. I think I've seen them.
Yeah.
I look into them. But a lot of times it all depends on how long you're staying.
If you have like 2 weeks, you're not.
Right.
You don't want to be farming.
Actually require you to like stay a certain time and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense now.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you don't want to go for like 2 days and.
and then you're like, all right,
peace.
Yeah.
I have my lunch, or whatever breakfast they give you, and
I'm out. Yeah. Thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah. That's insane.
Yeah.
But you take pictures. What's your plug for your pictures? Instagram, I think.
I use Instagram.
Yeah.
So, I think I use Lightroom to do some editing.
Yeah.
And
it's just your name, right? Your Instagram? You want to put it out there so people can follow you, or?
Juancho Travels.
It's not that hard, Juan.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, put stuff up. I mean,
you keep it really simple with your pictures. I mean, this is great pictures. It's like, it shows a lot on your pictures. By the way you told me that you used one picture.
For the most part, it's just snap and go.
Yeah. You're not like Instagram model taking a bunch of pictures.
Nah.
Not dissing anyone.
Yeah. There is sometimes here and there I might be feeling it, but, for the most part, I kind of take in stuff, and there's times that I do want to get a picture, obviously, of the things I do and videos. And then, for the most part, I put it out there. A lot of times I don't put a lot of things out there just because a lot of stuff. But a lot of stuff is for me.
Yeah. Yeah. That's something I like when I see your pictures. Like, one day, nothing, and then the next day, you're like somewhere. And I'm like, you don't even announce it. Like, some people announce, like they take, like, they put, like, 4 posts of them announcing where they're going, and then they put pictures of where they're at. You just like, I was in Mexico 3 weeks ago, and then there's nothing. And then you're like in Egypt, and you're like, holy shit, this how the hell that happened? Like, it's great because it's just like the excitement of where you're gonna be next.
Yeah.
So you just get people waiting.
Yeah, I think I do a lot of the time I do like a delayed post.
Yeah.
So like, I go to some place, then I post, and then I keep on posting after that.
Yeah.
And then I just have so many pictures that I just keep posting to the next trip.
And
then by the next trip, I'm already like somewhere else.
Yeah, that's just the transition. Yeah.
And a lot of people are like, oh, some people are just like, oh, weren't you just here? It's like, where the hell are you now? It's like, I'm home. Just posting pictures from.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's crazy, yeah. You're always like in the move.
Yeah. And like I said, I do have bills. I do pay them.
Yeah.
But for now, or for the most part, I do see traveling as my top thing to do. So.
Hey, man. It's great, man, to travel.
It is. It's fun.
You're giving me courage to do it, man. To do that solo trip. And
listen, if do it, and I'll be jealous.
Yeah. Fuck. All right. We'll talk about it after the whole thing. Yeah.
Definitely.
Thank you, man, for coming through.
No, thank you for having me.
Hey, anytime. If we got more topics, come through.
Oh, yeah.
And maybe bring Edgar. We bring different people here.
Oh, man.
It's going to be wild.
Yeah.
No, we'll see. Yeah,
definitely. Thanks for having me. I mean, might not be as exciting, but there's definitely a lot
good information, man. We needed this.
Yeah.
I had no idea, man. None of this stuff.
Yeah.
Renting cars. Stand by. Come on.
Yeah. It's a lot of stuff out there. It's a lot of stuff
to save money, and I mean, I think we take the easy way. Like, buy a ticket, get a hotel, rent, like, hire somebody to give you a tour. Like, easy.
Yeah.
You don't want to put the work, but new information always helps.
It's all on preference.
Thank you, man. And until next time. See you guys.